Hi, I'm Damien Goddard with the Marriage Anti-Defamation Alliance. Dr. Steve Tourloukis knows firsthand how gay marriage changed things for his family. And as you're about to hear, he's battling for his children's welfare in court.
Religion and the classroom are on a collision course again here in Ontario. A father from Hamilton is suing the school board for the right to remove his child when certain sex education lessons are being taught.
About 2 years ago, I became aware of changes that were coming to the Ontario curriculum. And what I learned deeply troubled me. There was a plan set in place by my local school board to implement changes to the curriculum which involved materials relating to same-sex marriage. When I learned about that, I made an application to my local school board for something called a religious accommodation. I wanted advance notification of when my children were going to be exposed to materials relating to, for example, same-sex marriage. And I wanted, in addition to advance notification, I requested that my children be given the option, or that the school board should recognize their rights to opt out of lessons or activities which conflicted with their sincerely held religious beliefs. Incidentally, what I was asking them for, their own policy required, and the religious accommodations I was requesting were similar to religious accommodations they have been providing to other groups for many, many years. I received a phone call from my kid's principal telling me that I would not be allowed, my children would not be allowed to opt out, and I would not receive advance notice. Initially, the initial rejection was because I was told it was a human rights issue. So my children would not be allowed to abstain from curriculum that is contrary to our family's religious beliefs because of human rights concerns. They only started to make these type of arguments when somebody who was a Christian started to ask for the same accommodations being offered to other groups of people. We have initiated a legal proceeding against the Board of Education in my province, basically asking for a declaration that I am the primary authority in the education of my children. And just to show you how far this has come, they actually plan on going to courts, and they intend on arguing that the parent should not be the final authority in the education of their children. This is almost too difficult to believe. You can't even make this type of stuff up. What's happening is they're not trying to use same-sex marriage as an aid to teach kids mathematics. What they want to do is they want to use mathematics as an aid to teach acceptance of same-sex marriage to very young children who are lacking in spiritual maturity. That's really what it's about. It's not so much about reflecting the diversity of Canadian society, it's about teaching the moral equivalence of same-sex marriage to little children.
It takes courage to stand up for the truth about marriage and the truth about the consequences of same-sex marriage for your family. To send Steve a thank you or a message of encouragement, visit us online at marriageada.org. Take a stand. Let your voice be heard. Fight for marriage.